loss of culture, heritage, language, and traditions. Many of those who have left their motherlands and gone to the West, especially in the last 30 to 40 years now, you've seen that they've lost their culture, heritage, traditions, their language, almost every aspect of what makes them who they are and would connect them to where they come from is completely lost. And that is actually a goal, because within culture, especially many Muslim countries, predominantly Muslim countries, within our culture are aspects of our religion, and certain concepts and certain things that we find in our traditions and in our cultures are derived from Islam itself. And once we lose that, then it is the beginning of also losing part of our religion. And when you start believing that you belong to a society that you actually do not belong to, and you forget where you actually come from, and your love and your attachment becomes stronger for this new society that you are in. And all you have to do is speak to many of the youth nowadays that have grown up in the West, and they will deny who they really are. If they're Somali, they say, no, I'm Canadian, I'm American, I'm British. If they're Pakistani, likewise. If they're Arab, likewise. Regardless of where they're from, they have an identity crisis, a serious identity crisis, in that they believe they are from the societies that they've now grown up in, and the danger in that is their love and their attachment for these societies will be stronger. That is where the danger lies. Now, how does liberalism spread? What are the forms or the platforms or the ways that the people who are behind the liberalist movement, how they spread it? And from the most prominent of them is social media: Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. All of these platforms are ways where liberalism and the glorification of it, and the glorification of many of the other agendas that they're pushing, such as LGBTQ, and such as all other things, atheism, all other types of immorality, and all these other aspects of only focusing on this life and having no connection whatsoever to the hereafter. Social media is one of the main places where these things are spread. And if you're not careful, and if you don't know the foundational beliefs and the aqeedah of the Muslim, and you are not grounded and firm in these beliefs, you will fall prey to these things. And from the tactics that they use, actually, in reality, are subtle tactics and things that people can relate to that will cause them not to actually see the evil behind it, such as comedy, such as memes, such as skits that mock the religion, such as pranks and these types of things, but that have aspects of the religion in them that are being mocked within it, such as hijab, such as salah. How many of us have seen a lot of these skits and short videos that they've made in order to joke about aspects of the deen, which in reality are very, very dangerous things, because they remove you from the fold of Islam. Mocking aspects of the religion and turning them into jest and play and something to mock are actually the path to disbelief. And so, because the kuffar do this when it comes to the church and their pastors and this and that, and in their entertainment world, they don't have the respect for their religion, and they believe Isa alayhi salam is God, but you see them mocking him all the time. You see them mocking the church all the time. You see them mocking their own religion. And so the Muslims now, because they watch these things and they're so connected to the entertainment world, they've now adopted that for themselves. And so now they are mocking aspects of the religion, following the steps of the kuffar, which is a very, very dangerous path to be on. And so if they were to be promoting these things and putting it out there, showing the actual evil, and some of the things that we've mentioned today, if that was clear and we saw that, many Muslims may not have fallen into it. However, when they present it to you and glorify it to you, and some of the biggest figureheads in the entertainment world or in the sports world or whatever it may be are coming out as either homosexuals or transgender or whatever it may be, then this is the way that they're getting the youth, because they are the ones mostly on social media. There's a love attachment to this personality, and so whatever that person now does is belittled, and that's how you become desensitized. Just a few days ago, it was spreading all over social media that a famous musician, female musician, used a hadith of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam in a song of hers that was used for a fashion show or something like that. And you would be shocked to see the comments and the defense of, or like the belittlement of the matter. So much so that that person was being defended. This musician was being defended. Or she may not have known, or she may this and that. However, where is the hurt or the pain of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the hadith of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam being disrespected in such a manner, in a lewd environment, an immoral environment such as that? And all it took was a basic apology to happen, and everyone that now is celebrating her and praising her. Now, this is the problem. When you connect yourself to these personalities through social media and love them and follow their lives, follow what they eat, what they do, then when they do something like this, it becomes very light. It's a light matter, to the point where you overlook how they attack your own religion because of the deep love that you have for them.